welcome back to your Sunday serving of the Extra Factor.
Yes, we're picking up the pieces of tonight's explosive sing-off, and who better to chat with than some of our survivors? It's the remaining girls and boys!
So it's kind of weird because it's congratulations because you made it through, but I know you guys are devastated because your friends have now left the competition, so it's a crazy bittersweet.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, Mason, you were involved in that sing-off, which was incredible, by the way. Make some noise for Mason.
Yeah.
It was a shocker. We didn't expect that. We've lost Kira from the competition, we've lost Sean. That wasn't the way any of us saw this going. I mean, I say that, but then I don't know which way we saw it going because the standards are so high. How do you feel, babe?
You know, it's sad to, you know, he's like my brother. Sean's my brother, and you know, what can you say when someone goes and leaves leaves like that? But you know, pound for pound, like of course Sean's an incredible singer, he's a better singer. Like I've never professed to be the best singer in the competition. That's not, you know, that's
not. Singer.
That's not what I do. Like I put it with dance, I perform, kind of thing. And you know, if you're standing toe to toe and singing, like of course Sean's gonna win. Like he's incredible. He's incredible. So it's horrible to be put in that position because you know we're completely on two different ends of the spectrum.
Absolutely.
And like I said, you know, us three have been together for the whole way, and you know, it's hard for it to be a victory when you leave your brother.
Yeah, it's hard to celebrate, of course.
All right, now, Che, I know it was a tough night for you as well today, but last night you had a great night, another standing ovation. Are you finding it hard to, you know, set the bar higher each time? Is there more pressure on you?
I think there's pressure on everyone because the talent is it's ridiculous this year. So I think everyone's got to bring it every single week, and I think everyone has, which is why there's moments like tonight when Sean Marley Moore goes home and Kira goes home. I think Kira was amazing. I don't think she should have gone home. And obviously Sean, he speaks for himself. He's an amazing personality and vocalist as well. So I think it's unbelievable.
And now Louisa. Oh, you're right.
Oh, Louisa, man.
Listen, I know you're upset, obviously, because this is tough, right? And, you know, one of your girls has left the competition. That's why Lauren's not here, because Lauren and Kira were very close, weren't they? She was very upset. But you had a phenomenal night last night. You did. I know you're sad now, but last night Grimmy said that yourself and Che were sort of miles ahead, you know, in the competition. You must be feeling really happy about your performance last night.
Yeah, I enjoyed it so much. I really, really did, and I feel like that was me.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do as a career. Like that's how I want to portray myself. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, now, Monica, there were mixed reactions about your performance last night. Great vocals, but people weren't too sure about your styling. How did you feel about your performance?
We thought you looked amazing.
I enjoyed it, girl.
We loved it. Of course you enjoyed it.
I think the way I was portrayed last night and the kind of singing and the style was just so not me at all. And I think that came across because everyone was like, you look so uncomfortable. I'm the kind of person where when you look at me, you know exactly what I'm feeling, exactly what I'm thinking. I can't hide it. Everyone was just like, you just felt really uncomfortable, and I did, and I just feel like...
So have you sort of taken that on for maybe, you know, in weeks to come, next week, to do you and be comfortable?
Yeah, that's the goal, to try and bring the old Monica back, and still, because I've learnt so much and I've grown so much in the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to still use that, but also just keep the rawness and the realness there.
I thought it was still a good performance.
Thank you.
And it was reinvention, and you were doing your thing, you were reinventing yourself, so you did your thing.
Thank you.
Now, guys, you were all obviously aiming to be at the best of your game, so, as were your friends here, we thought we'd fly in someone who may know just a thing or two about making it in the music world.
Compose yourself, Rochelle. It's none other than Nick Jonas! I feel like I'm meeting the king.
I do. I'll have one of those, please. Thank you very much. Right, thank you so much for joining us, Nick. We know you're a very, very busy man. What's going on with you at the minute?
Lots of things happening. I was just over at the Teen Awards, and I just announced a tour with my friend Demi Lovato for next year. So busy but good. It's all going well.
So, Nick, are you enjoying the show?
I'm loving it. I got to catch it on the way over.
I know they're here right now, but do you have any favourites?
See, that's such a tough question to ask somebody when they're right
Pretend they're not here.
Pretend they're not there.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I mean, I'm rooting for all of you. equally. It's all love. If I was in your position and doing a show like this, I don't think I'd survive. So I commend you for that. Shay, I think you're doing a great job. If I can just throw out one of those. And then I think Fourth Impact could have a real shot as well.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I'm a massive fan of your new song, Levels.
Oh, thank you.
And Melvin keeps destroying it. Do you want to give him a little sample of how you
Let's
sing
hear
it?
Levels, 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 levels.
OK, so Nick,
Great.
Nick, this is what I'm having to put up with. So
I think you sounded just like me.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah.
Don't ever say that, Nick. Don't ever say that. Right, you've been singing since you were 7. You've had success in a group with your brothers. Now you're smashing it as a solo artist. So we thought we'd let our guys pick your brains and ask you a few questions, if that's all right. So, Louisa, you got the first one.
Yeah. What's the best advice anyone's ever given you, like, singing-wise?
Best advice anyone's ever given you singing-wise? Well, there's singing and then there's just career-wise, and I think for me they've kind of been one and the same. Singing-wise, just to loosen up. I feel like when I get tense, I can't sing.
I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
That's what happens.
Okay,
And then career-wise, my dad gave me some great advice when I was young, and he said, live like you're at the bottom, even if you're at the top. Which basically for me just meant stay humble and enjoy the ride and try to be as good as you can to people.
Wow, nice. Who's next? I feel like we're at school. Who's next? Who's got a question for the teacher? OK, Chad.
What's the hardest thing you've had to do since you've been in the limelight?
The hardest thing I've had to do? I think closing a chapter with my brothers. You know, we were in a band together for 8 years, and it was tied into family and was very, very intense. To break away from that and just say, look, I got to go do my own thing right now, and I love you, and family comes first, and that's why we're making this decision. That was pretty tough. But, you know, saw very quickly after it that it was the right thing for all of us. My brother, my oldest brother, had a baby. I have a little niece now, which is beautiful.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. My other brothers just started a new band, and he's loving what he's doing. So it was the right thing, but it was a very hard decision.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Mason, you got a question?
Yeah, trailing on from saying that you split up with your brothers and, you know, stuff like that. You know, did that obviously give you confidence being with your brothers? So how do you get the confidence now? You know, you're a solo artist.
I think the confidence comes from really trying to be as authentic as possible to your art and what you feel and what comes naturally for you as a vocalist. You know, for all of you, there'll come a time when you're making your record and you'll have to make a decision as to what comes naturally, when it's totally your voice and your heart. And there was a moment for me where I had to decide if it was something people expected from me or if I was going to try to break the mold a little bit and do something different. And thankfully, I challenged myself and worked with people that challenged me. So I'm at a point where I feel like I'm totally comfortable and confident in who I am as an artist now.
All right, great questions, guys.
Yes.
All right, make some noise once again for Nick Jonas and the boys and girls.
Excuse me. I may crash this part.
That beautiful face of yours.
Sorry, he's a little bit scary,
comfortable?
Nick. He's a little
I'm going to use you for a second. I'm just going to rub that shoulder.
close,
Just
isn't it?
relax, all right?
Yeah,
Don't be so tense. Loosen up, brother.
really loose, yeah.
All right, it's time for a break, and join us in part 3 when we have an exclusive chat with our overs in our groups.
I'm so sorry, Nick. Plus, Kings of Swing, Jack Pack play us out in true swing style.
And if you want to get involved in this extra factor auction, then here's how.